In this video, I will be discussing Program 6, which is a program that introduces another data type to use with variables called integers. Before looking at the instructions, let's take a minute to understand what an integer is. You may have already learned in math class that an integer is a whole number, and whole numbers are numbers you use for counting. However, integers are not just positive numbers, they can also be negative numbers as well as zero. In coding, using integers with variables can again be explained using the idea of a box. The box represents a variable with a name, and like a box, the variable stores something, which in our case is a value. In this image, I have a box, which represents my variable, and I've named it num1. A quick note, notice you can also use numbers in your variable names. Anyways, the picture shows the box containing the value 2. There are no double quotes, so it is not a string value. So this variable is storing an integer value. Now let's take a look at how to store integers in variables in Java. It is very similar to string variables, except there are two main differences. First, the data type in front of the variable name is int. Int stands for integer, which we know is a positive, negative, or zero whole number. Second, the value to the right of the equal sign is an integer value. In the first line in the main method, I have the variable num1, whose data type is int, and is being assigned the integer value 1. But notice what happens if I try to replace the 1 with a string value. It gives an error. Next, I have created a second integer variable with the name num2, and assigned it the integer value 2. I then created a third variable named total and assigned it by using the variable num1 plus the variable num2. Let's run this example program and see what the value of the total variable is. It is 3, as you may have expected. So when adding integer variables together, the plus sign is actually used like in math. This may seem obvious, but remember when using the plus sign with strings, it does concatenation. Now the last thing I want to point out is what happens when adding a string and an integer. You can see from running this example, it does concatenation. The plus in this situation treats the integer as a string, and the result becomes a string, which I have stored in the string variable named output. Therefore, when I do system.out.println for the string variable named output, we can see what it contains, which is the string total with a space and the value of the variable total, 3. Now let's take a look at the instructions for Program 6. The title of the program is Sum of Two Numbers, and the objective is to write a program that stores the integers 62 and 99 into two variables. It then calculates the sum of those two integers and stores it in a variable called total. Display an output message using all three variables that looks like the following. The total of 62 and 99 is 161. And I want to emphasize using all three variables in this message. So instead of just typing 62, you should use the variable in place of 62. And instead of typing 99, use the variable here for 99. And instead of typing 161, use the total variable in this message. As always, to begin working on this program, first create a new workspace for Program 6 by following the instructions in my video with the title Create a New Programming Project, or watching the solution to Program 2. To view additional materials and the solution code for this program, visit the Java in a Jiffy website at www.javainajiffy.com/programs/6. Once you have completed this program, watch my solution video where I discuss the solutions code and highlight any important concepts and techniques. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button. To help support this channel, please click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.